Hello, everyone, and welcome to Unscripted. I am your host, CTwo, and with me today are our co-hosts, Viewsies, J Nick, and a fan favorite, Alan, aka CBK. Now, it has been a while since we've talked to you, and a lot has changed since the last we spoke. We have finally sent out the payouts for last season and are working towards getting the payouts for next season organized. Now, verifications has been working overtime, verifying members and viewsies. How have those been going?
They've been going really well. We do have a little bit of issues, or we did have issues with people trying to get verified without accounts and not having the necessary requirements, but we seem to be getting back on the good track. The season just started, so if you were not verified yet, remember that you do have to play a decent amount of games. We might change it from 40 due to the new season starting based off of how well you're known in the community and how new you are and all that kind of stuff. But if you are still not verified, make sure to submit the required template, and we are going to get on them as soon as we can. They should be done hopefully by the end of this week. And if enough people send them, we should be getting ready to get people signed to teams for the next season by at least next week and the next week. So we're looking pretty good.
Looking good. And speaking of preseason will begin, I believe, today, the 8th, when this is released. Now, if you want to look at the schedule, it is on the website at surge-lc.com. Some teams still need to be updated, but if you want to preview what it will look like, you are free to look there. And regarding teams, we have reduced the requirement to 5 players per team, and budgets for those teams will be expected on the 11th. Now, as far as new teams, we are still looking for a Division 3, Division 4, and a Division 1 team owner. So if you know anybody that knows a squad or just wants to get in, Yeezy's is shaking his head no.
Hold on, that's correction. We are only looking for one Div 3 team. That's it. Everything else is taken care of.
Everything else is taken care of. All right. Well, J Nick, how are things looking on the staff end?
Pretty good. We're working pretty hard in the backgrounds, making sure all the bots are going smoothly. Make sure, which that brings up the verification part. We got that up and running, and we're just making sure nothing goes wrong and we can start the season smoothly.
Now, Alan, as a team owner, how have you felt this preseason trying to get people signed up and getting your teams together?
You know, it's a struggle sometimes looking for players, but I've been scouting. It's gonna be a great season. That's all I have to say.
Be a great season. It will be a great season.
Just watch out.
Now Division 2, I believe Jay Neezy and Veezy's team are going to be playing each other right off the bat. Is there a little bit of a rivalry being developed there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
don't worry.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna keep it calm for now. But just know.
Speak for yourself. Soon as preseason starts tomorrow, or I guess today when this is released, it's going on. It's getting started.
It's going to be a battle of the mentals for this first week.
Oh yeah.
Have you any new exciting teams you want to bring up that are coming into the new league?
Well, speaking of that, I think so Rehand, if you guys do not know him, he brought in the barbershop team from last season at the very end of the season, and he is helping us out a lot with bringing in these new teams and getting everything ready, helping us out. But I know that first off, he's bringing an entire organization. He's going to get a team slot in every division. So, I mean, those teams, if it's anything like the Div 1 team, they're going to be good players. They're going to be, teams that have been there for a couple months. They have chemistry. They're already, they know the program. They know what it's like to play in a league. They're going to be ready for you guys. And especially he's got 4 teams in Div 1. Not all of them are going to be owned by him, but he's bringing in 4 of those teams. He's going to know the players. He's going to know how good they are. I think if you're in Div 1, you got to be careful for some of these teams because you might know they might be taking over the league next season. Obviously, you got people like this dude that's on the show right now that's going to be shutting them up. But other than that, I'm not sure how some of these Civ 1 teams are going to be able to handle them. We're going to have to wait and see. But, I'm not worried.
Not worried. Does anyone here know of any free agents that should not be free agents right now? Like a man we all hold near and dear to our heart, Metros, has been looking for a team. I'm not
has
sure if he's
found a
found
team.
anybody.
He's found a
He found
team.
someone?
He has
Yeah.
he is joining Hydra.
Really?
Yeah.
Alongside
With Tommy and
Tommy
Nick.
and Nick.
Tommy and Nick and Officer and Metros and Snowman. That is their final roster. I believe. I'm like
That's a very interesting roster to say the least.
Metros, he can go squibbly. He can pop off at any time. He's a big pickup. He's pretty bad, but he's really good at the same time. He'll figure it out.
Yep.
He's really good with that big forehead. He's got a lot of brain up there. The glasses, the forehead, both of them.
Wondering
combined.
how a European's gonna do in that team.
Yeah, the European's the question mark. He's a very aggressive player, and Nick, Officer, and Metros are kind of the opposite. So it's gonna be interesting to see. But he is, he's calmed it down a little bit. I still think his internet sucks, and he's a lot of mechanics, not a lot of brain. So we're gonna have to see what happens. But the team's gonna be pretty good. They'll be contenders for sure. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. Div 2 is going to be interesting. There's a lot of teams that could pop off at any given moment and, could take down some of the top guys. I'm pretty sure there's really not a bad team in Div 2 next season besides X-Ray. X-Ray just sucks in general. So, but other than that, I'm pretty sure every team's pretty good.
Alan, you want to give us a little preview of who you're planning on having on your Division 1 team?
On my team? Well,
Yes.
I'm dropping like more than half my roster. And I'm keeping Andrew, but I'm bringing in two very solid players that I know of right now, which I am not going to say who.
I know who they are.
Surprise.
You do not know who they are.
Are you
I
keeping Kappa Boy?
I mean, he's already been trying to snake his way out, so if he somehow slips by, then that's fine by me.
Very nice. Janik, you know any free agents that need to be picked up or should be?
Well, it was Metros, but that's not a thing anymore. So, no, not really.
I think I do know of one player that should be picked up. Tooney. If he's playing in
Tuner.
Div 3, he's playing in Div 3 next season. He's gonna be a top contender in Div 3 for sure. One of the best players probably. I think that somebody should pick him up. I'm not sure if he's found a team or not, to be honest with you. But somebody can develop him. He'll be a really good player by the end of the season, if not at the start. I also know of a man by the name of Chrono, who is a very good player in Div 3 as well.
He has a team.
He does have a team. Okay, I was gonna say
He's on the Euros.
Oh, okay. Well,
Team I'm coaching and owned.
yeah.
Baby blackout right there.
Baby
Baby
Blackout.
Blackout.
Baby blackout. I'm trying to think. There was somebody who was in Div 2 that should have been picked up, but I can't remember who exactly it was. Oh, what's his face? Janik, who was on the Black Rose team? Zay, Akina. Akina, is he coming back for Div 2?
I think
I'm
Black.
not sure.
I think Black Rose is staying together, aren't they?
I think
thought
so.
I'm not
Jade
sure.
did say that her teams were staying, so I assume that's them. Maybe they might take them out and replace them with other people, but I'd assume they'd still be here.
I'm not gonna lie, that Akina guy, he's really good.
He's really good.
I think.
He dropped Jesse. A lot of weight's been lost.
Don't go that far. Jesse's still 400 pounds, but Akina's a really good player. I don't really know much about them, so I can't really talk about if they've been improving over the offseason or not. I'm assuming they've been playing. I don't know, but if he's got a solid team, he's going to be a problem next season in Div 2 for sure.
Yeah.
But I know Div 3, we got some contenders already. We got there's a couple duos that are going on. We got the Rev Combat duo. We've got the Lion Flan and Nostra duo. We've got Tooney and his second. I don't remember his name, but I know he picked up somebody good that's out of off season. And then Atlantis Elite, I think, has Guru and Hunter as a duo. So we got a lot of good, people that are duoing up right now, looking for solid thirds. I'm not sure if they found them, but if not, I mean, those are some good players that if they work it out with their third, they can really get it. They can get going. They can get it started. And Div 3 is going to be really competitive. I mean, it might be a top 4 versus a bottom 4, just kind of like Div 2 last season. But, if it's not, then, I mean, it's going to be competitive no matter what. There's definitely some top dogs out there. Now, I know Div 4 is kind of iffy right now. I think there's like a lot of teams that are kind of just staying together. But I think this is the first season ever in Div 3 where we don't have a stacked team that is supposed to win the league no matter what from the start. 2 seasons ago, we had White Dragon. Last season, we got EXO and Atlantis. This season, I don't know of anybody. Do any of you guys know about anybody that's really that good?
Mm-hmm. Not
Yeah, me
really.
neither.
I mean,
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know.
Well, if any free agents out there are looking for a team, or any teams looking for a free agent, you can always look in Team Player Finder. There's quite a few people in there trying to figure out what they want to do. Got to get verified through Viewsies, and then easy signs there. Anything you guys want to add before we get on out of here?
Just a thank you for your guys' patience so far, especially for the verification committee. Besides Joe Bear, there's really not been anybody else annoying and just, somebody that I want to kick from the league. But everybody else has been pretty cool. Remember we all have lives, so we can't get to your requests immediately, but we'll get there eventually. And thank you.
J Nick?
Like Zach said, thank you for your patience. We've been working hard in the background, just trying to make sure that all this goes smoothly. We're hoping to get this started here soon, and best of luck to everybody in the season.
Alan?
You know what? I just want to say that both of my teams are going to win this season. Hope everybody knows that. I'm looking out at everyone. Just watch out. That's it. That's all I'm going to say.
This guy's a troll.
This guy.
All right. Well, guys, since preseason is this week, next Saturday, the 17th, will be the beginning of the new Surge League Champion season. You can view these matchups Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard on twitch.tv/SurgeLC. And for more information into the league, please visit surge-lc.com. Thank you all for being patient with us and for continuing to take in our content. It's been a long preseason. There's been a lot of changes, but thank you guys for sticking with us, and we hope to continue to bring you great Rocket League competition. And have a great rest of your day.
See ya.